You're watching Rebecca Rainier, Jeff Smith, Sashem Brey, Jay Birchback, and Greg Jones. This is 13 ABC Action News.
And a hi there, and a hi there. Good morning, good Friday morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jeff Smith.
I'm Rebecca Rainier.
And I'm Sashem Brey. It's Friday morning, heading into the weekend. We're all happy about that. Also, nice cool down. Feels comfortable. Of course, we've had that for the last few days, but another comfortable morning out there. Thank you, Greg. We're checking on a number of stories making news overnight. The gunman who allegedly killed a Miami, Florida police officer and wounded 3 others is now dead. Just after midnight, police caught up with that suspect at an apartment complex about 30 miles from the initial scene. Miami's mayor says somehow there was an exchange of gunfire. The suspect was shot and killed. We'll get you more information as we get it. Well, this morning, nearly 150 members of the Bowling Green-based B Company are at home after serving in the Iraq War.
6 a.m. Tuesday morning. Good morning. I'm Rebecca Rainier.
And I'm Jeff Smith.
And I'm Sashem Brey. Glad you could join us. We've gotten used to some chilly weather the last week or so. It looks like we're going to get a last blast of summer, though, this week. 6:04 right now. We will not see a Bob Latta-Randy Gardner showdown for Congress. Republican State Senator Randy Gardner announced he is not running for the 5th District seat. It's open after Congressman Paul Gilmore died this month at his Virginia townhouse. It's going to be a hero's welcome tonight at the 2007 Mentor Awards. They're presented by the Northwest Ohio Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Good afternoon. It's a deal that will affect thousands in our area alone.
And this afternoon, the UAW and General Motors, they went back to the bargaining table. Both sides are now 60 hours past the deadline and still no deal. Well, home foreclosures have taken the U.S. by storm, and now one U.S. senator is looking to help Lucas County residents with the problem. Sherrod Brown spoke out against the recent hike in foreclosures in a news conference at the Toledo Housing Fair this morning. Switching topics, talking about our weather. We started off very chilly this morning, warming up just a bit now.
Yeah, and Jay was telling us this morning we set a record this weekend. I think he said we set a record. Got darn near it. Let's check in with him now. And either way you slice it, it was cool.
It was cool.
Thank you, Jay. Firefighters say a Monclova Township home is a total loss after an overnight fire. The blaze started about 1 o'clock this morning, and the fire burned so quickly, Monclova crews had to call in Springfield Township firefighters for backup. The Toledo mother accused of locking her children in cages is expected in court later this afternoon for a hearing. Jessica Bodsko is charged with child endangering and possessing criminal tools.
Anything special happened during that?
You can balance an egg.
Okay.
No, I'm joking. No. That's the urban legend or the myth, though, that everything's equal. It's the equinox, the sun directly over the equator. But the secret, should I tell him?
Yes.
All right, the secret, you shake the egg up, vigorously.
Yes.
And if you get the right egg, it'll stand on end any day of the year. You can try it right now and then have some eggs for lunch.
Show and tell, kids, at school.
Okay. But hopefully you don't like the yolks. No problem. All right, stay right there. When we come back, we're going to check in with certified financial planner Chris Cooper.
Emails can also be sent through our website. It's 13abc.com.
All right, quite a sight for you when we come back. In fact, most matadors, we're going to talk bullfighting,
Okay, let's
so
do
stick
it.
around for that. Most of them are grown men.
Yeah, but you won't believe this brave 11-year-old. He's a fan favorite when it comes to bullfighting in Mexico. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Finally today, he's one of the youngest bullfighters to ever take the arena floor.
I'm going to lean over this way. 11-year-old Rafael Mirabal, I hope I said that right, is an apprentice to matadors in Mexico. Rafael has been training to become a matador ever since he was 5. The young boy faces, The young boy faces a smaller bull, but still faces the same level of damage. And he picks himself right back up. However, the smaller animal still has the power to toss the boy, as you saw right there, and send him off his feet.
Wow, brave kid.
No need to do that after work.
No.
No thanks.
All right.
Well, nice day to be out. No transition.
Smooth segue.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
That's all we got.
We've got sunshine and dry conditions really throughout the week. The headline, no more frost, just warm conditions.
that's no bull.
We don't have to do
No,
that.
I didn't have to go
no
there.
drums? Okay.
All right, let's move on.
Here are the chimes, though. 7-day forecast, 74 degrees today with sunny skies. Few clouds tomorrow, dry 81, mid-80s here to lower 80s Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And as weekend conditions come in, looking just as nice, and fall does begin Sunday morning. That's what I meant to say.
All right. Thank you,
done.
Jay.
Okay.
That's 13 ABC Action News at noon. Our next news is at 5.
In 10 years at this station, I've never created silence like that before. It's awesome. For Sashem Brey, meteorologist Jay Birchback, I'm Jeff Smith. We'll see you tonight after Ellen.
Jay, thanks. One of the hardest hit areas, as we told you, Wyandotte County, where the situation is bad and it's not getting any better.
13 ABC Sashem Brey has been in Cary, Ohio. She joins us live with the latest update.
Jeff, Susan, I tell you what, we've been out here all morning long and it's only noon and everyone is already exhausted. Not only the residents who live up and down this street, this is Clay Street and Cary. You can tell there, chest deep water. They woke up to find that covering their neighborhood. They're not the only ones, though, who are weary and exhausted and frustrated this morning. Also, all these rescue workers you see congregated on the street, they have been working all night long to warn drivers of high water, to put out electrical fires when the water started filling homes, and they've also been rescuing families one by boat. The last rescue just happened a few minutes ago, but take a look at this video we captured earlier of one resident being pulled out from a home. Many folks tell me they were caught off guard because the flooding started pretty slowly. Around 4 this morning, however, that changed very quickly. In some areas, the water is now, as I said, chest deep. As you can imagine, this also makes driving extremely dangerous. The village of Cary is now under a level 3 emergency, as I'm told by the fire department. Residents are being instructed to stay off the streets or they may be arrested. Of course, that gives you an idea of just how bad it is down here. And as Susan said, it's not getting any better.
It's a mess. The water's receding. The roadways are clearing up, especially the major highways and the 4-lane.
And with all that's been going on this morning, there is a little bit of good news, and that is that so far authorities tell me there have been no power outages and no reports of any injuries. So there's the good news. But I tell you what, we've got a light sprinkle happening right now, and that's what everybody here does not want to see. More rain is the last thing they need down here, and the good news could change to bad news very quickly. But we'll keep you updated throughout the day. Reporting live from Cary, I'm Sashem Brey, 13 ABC Action News.
Back on the ground, our news crews also traveled to Wyandotte County. 13 ABC's Sashem Brey has been keeping an eye on the flooding in Cary throughout the day. Sashem, what's the latest right now?
Well, Lee, I tell you what, we've been out here live since early this morning. I have this life jacket on because I just got off a boat that had to go make a rescue run, but we were traveling up and down what is supposed to be Clay Street, more like Clay River today. And for all the residents who live along this area, I tell you what, they are tired, scared, and frustrated.
Okay. So just as long as we understand, when they say it's time to go, you're leaving with them.
You got it, Jay.
Okay, thank you.
The dirty flood water began pouring into homes and businesses about 3 o'clock this morning. The pace picked up about 4 a.m., catching quite a few people off guard. Rescuers took boats throughout chest and waist-deep water trying to evacuate families one by one. Now, a few people refused to leave at first. They were scared, actually, to leave behind their belongings and also worried that they had nowhere to go. But eventually, as the situation became more and more dangerous, evacuating was no longer an option. Nightmare.
This is the worst it's ever been. It's never been like this before. It's flooded, but just the cross base. And this time it's in my house up to my ankles. It's bad, real bad.
We've just been trying to move slowly because, we don't want to trip over something that, we can't see under the water or any, hole that might be there. So we just kind of try to move slowly.
All right, you are looking at some cones right now lined up just at the entrance to downtown Cary. And what we just heard the rescue crews that have been out here all day long saying is that based on where the water reaches those cones, it looks like it is slowly, and I want to accentuate there, slowly receding. For the rest of the crews, though, they're still here at work watching the roadways. Of course, sheriff's deputies tell us that the northern half of this county, almost every road in that area has been impassable at some point today. Many of them still very difficult to get through, like this one here behind me. Authorities say, though, there have been no injuries. That's the good news. But with streets like the one that I'm standing on, people are not going home anytime soon. And so they have set up a shelter for residents in this area. It is at the Ridge Chapel Church of Nazarene, west of Cary on 568. Reporting live in Cary, I'm Sashem Brey, 13 ABC Action News.